first day of school and the season has just begun. So what is your take on this first day of test? What is your take, what is your point of view on how it well went today?
Well, welcome to everyone. Pretty interesting first day. As you could see, there were a lot of cars not actually doing laps, especially in the first session, and even in the second session some cars didn't go out at all. This just gives you an indication of how tough it is for the teams with the new regulations, with the new turbo engines, and how challenging it is to run reliably. Second point is performance, and today is mainly about preparing for Saturday and Sunday, especially Sunday, to see how is the fuel consumption, how the two tires, the option and the prime. Pirelli here are bringing the soft and the medium. The medium is the white with the white stripes, the soft has the yellow stripes. So we basically made a compare, and the difference in grip is huge. I mean, it's over 2 seconds a lap. So this makes strategy quite direct in direction of running with the soft as much as you can, because the medium tire is very slow actually in comparison. So that's clear that it will be a 2 or 3 stops race, where all the teams will try to fit as maximum number of soft tires as possible, and this is if it's dry, because then on the other hand the weather forecast is quite changeable, especially tomorrow. Also Sunday doesn't look completely dry, so, and if you come here on Sunday, bring a jacket because it will be quite cold, I hear. So.
Alright, how would you define Ferrari's performance up to this moment? In line with what we were expecting, or something different, or beyond, or what is your feeling about that?
Well, you know, in Formula One it's never enough, you know, and I'm sure my experience is, doesn't matter with what team you are, that it's never enough, and when you're first, it's, well, you have the second guy just a few hundreds behind. So having said that, I think that we are just climbing, you know, we are performing better and better every time the car goes out, and this is clear since Jerez, since our first test in Bahrain. Now here, every time we come to the track we bring more performance, more reliability. It would be fantastic if we had 2 more months to prepare, because there's so many things to learn. But I think that we are just in a very good ascendant performance and reliability graph, let's say. You know, we are looking better than honestly what I expected.
All right, great. You have actually driven this car during the test. So one thing that I believe our guests would like to know is, how would you compare the way that this car is running, and how do you feel when you drive that car in comparison with what was the old V8 car last year? How would you make a comparison between the 2 cars?
It's massively different. I mean, already standing here, when you see the car pass, there's not a lot of sound or aggression compared to what a normal V8 engine, Formula 1 V8 engine would be. I mean, even in fact, if you have seen the demonstration laps from the Red Bull from a few years ago, it's just shocking the difference in the sound. So on that side, I think that the spectators, we are all losing, because the actual sound of the old V8 was fantastic. Driving, it's also the same. It's speeds are very similar, but just the level of vibration inside the car, the level of sound is so quiet. That is sometimes incredible, because you hear more sometimes to the air in your helmet, like if you were driving a motorbike rather than driving a proper, you know, Formula 1 car. So it's a bit different from what it used to be. However, the speeds are very high, and they're still very similar. I mean, lap times wise, we are a little bit slower, mainly in the corners, but in the straights we are nearly identical to last year. So, but if I could choose, I mean, I would not go to the V8s. I mean, I would go to the V12s. You remember back?
Sure.
I mean, we have been degrading during the years. We started with the V12s, then the V10s. The V8s were already, wow, they didn't sound as good as the V10s, and now we are on the V6 turbo era. The reason for the difference in the sound mainly is the revs. We are revving to between 11 to 12,000, something like that, the revs, and last year we were limited on 18,000. So the difference in sound has to be very big.
And yeah, next year it will be a 4-cylinder car, very likely. So now we're going to have our lucky draw, second of the day here.
Okay, let's see who the lucky is.
The winner is?
We might need to do it a few times, because I think a lot of people left. Obviously they knew I was coming, so they left. And the winner is Hamsh Townsend.
Mr. Townsend from The Who.
Okay. Second choice, what? Thea Groom.
Oh!
Yeah.
That's me. Do I get a hug and kisses? Oh, thank you.
Well done.
Oh, that's lovely.